Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. I have a blacksmith inspired video for you guys today. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk a little bit about my setup and a way to get started for under $100. So it's a pretty small space. That's about it. That's a bird feeder. I don't know why it was hanging there, but I have just a little work bench where I put my gizmos and gadgets, or I'll set a grinder or a sander here when I need to use it. This is my sitting bench. I also nap right here on my fake grass. And this is just nappable stone. Different material from different places. And then for the forge setup, I have a coal forge that I made from a brake drum. And then I have just now put the lining in my propane forge. I've never fired it up. I've had it for like 2 years, but I've never used it. I just got a big round here, big oak round that I have a cast iron anvil on and a small vise, and also put my hammers on here and some pliers. I've got just a junk excuse me, a junk bench where I got random stuff on there. Dang, I'm getting choking on something. Got me some water right here. Here I have a 66-pound steel anvil. Excuse me. But I got that anvil off eBay, I believe. Been a good one. I primarily do smaller stuff, so it works good for me. And I just have it on a hardwood round, and I keep a couple files and some wire brushes and my assortment of tongs. And I recently, a couple weeks ago, me and my grandpa made a setup to scroll stuff with, and I made this for quenching multi-card strikers. And this guy is for an upcoming project that I'm going to be doing. I think they're going to work perfectly. We made those three. Pretty cool. It was a set of pre-made blanks, and you had to heat them and drill a hole in them and put rivets in them and stuff. And then my dad gave me this set that I've been using forever. It's for round material rod. And then this was actually the first set that I ever made. It was just a set of tongs that farriers use, and this side was curved up like that. And I already had the forge made, so I bought this and this hammer right here. I already had the hammer, but come home and stuck them in the forge and beat them flat. And then that was my tongs that I've used forever. And then I got a couple other sets here that I rarely use. Then I got a quenching bucket, and then I got used motor oil that I quench I harden my strikers and stuff in. And I got some bolt cutters there. And then I have several other power tools that I use. A 4.5 inch grinder, and I got a 1x30 inch belt sander, and then I got a bench grinder, and then I have a swag table with a portaband on it, and a drill press, and some of that stuff I use a lot. I'm gonna probably put a stand I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to put it. I may replace that. I may bring that up and maybe make it steel and put my propane forge there. But I don't like it blocking me in. Propane makes me nervous, so I got to figure out what I'm going to do with it. But dang, y'all. I don't know what I got stuck in my throat. But all right. It don't take much to get started. When I started, I had a little bitty anvil that my parents used to hold a door in their bathroom. And this hammer, my dad got me in a set of Craftsman tools, I don't know how long ago. And I've used it, and the head's rotted out of it, and I still use it. This is the one that I use the most. I got another head the other day, which was a 1 pound cross peen that I'm going to put a handle on. I've been interested in using it. I got just some inexpensive ball peens, and then this is a good one from Harbor Freight. It's like $5. I've used it a lot. And then I got one of the Norwegian style there, and then just old Home Depot style cross peen.
Hey, kitty pooty.
Butch. No. Be good, okay? Okay. So anyway, this is what $100 will get you. It actually gets you more than this. You end up spending about $94, $95, maybe a little less. If you don't get the bag, you get even less than that, or you spend even less than that. Anyway, pick this thing up. My cords from walking all over it. Trash. So this is what I use when I do the classes it shows, and it's basically just a demo. And what it is I took $100 and went to Harbor Freight, and I said I want to get what it takes to get me started. So I did not have to buy this bucket, this nose bag. Like, I didn't have to, but I did for carrying my stuff in it. So I said, you need something to heat, something to beat, and a little imagination. That's really what you need to do this. So I got me a file just for cutting material. You can cut material in shape and sharpen with this. I got this 16-ounce ball peen hammer. It's a good size, especially working for smaller stuff, but they had bigger hammers there too. I think this one was only $5 or so, 2-pounder. It's you don't have to have one that big for doing thinner stuff. Also, this is my quench bucket. But I got a wire brush for cleaning things up. Everything in the kit I got from Harbor Freight except for 2 things, and I'll save those for last. I got a pair of gloves. I normally don't use gloves, but starting out, it's not a bad idea to have some. I bought the second cheapest, I don't know how I would say that, not the cheapest vice grips, but the next up. I got those. I got 2 pair of them. Got a pair of safety glasses. I would have much rather had clear ones, but all they had was the amber ones at the time. I got a sharpening stone just for working on stuff sometimes, especially like with my awls. Sometimes file won't cut them, so I got me some magnets. Just to I stick them on my anvil and use them to check for hardness, but you still are a little shy of heat to use those, but I got them. I got this guy. A 15-pound cast iron anvil, and it's good. I was demonstrating how soft it was, but it's good if you start, like if that's all you got. Sometimes you can look up and get some at a welding, find some welding place or somebody that has some railroad iron, and buy them a 6-pack of beer and get you a nice anvil, to start out with, something. But all of this was from Harbor Freight, every bit of it, and the bag. And then I went to Home Depot and I got my tip and a can of blue propane. And I know you guys are gonna be like, you can't do anything with blue propane, whatever. Yeah, that's not true. I have made a ton of stuff with that. And it's all small stuff most of the time. You can only work up to about 3/16 efficiently. Anything else, it just takes too long to heat up. But you can still do it. I've heated 1/4" stuff before and bent it, but it takes a long time. But all of this stuff I did have some little pieces in here that I had done for demos, but I may have given them away. There's some, just where I was demonstrating what you can do with this. S-hooks and blanket pins and awls and things like that. You can do it with this setup in under $100. Like I said, if you cut this out, or if you don't buy the gloves, or if you get the cheaper vice grips, you can cut some corners. If you don't get the sharpening stone or the magnet, really all you need is the hammer, one pair of vice grips, the anvil, and the heating source, and you can get it done, man. But anyway, you can start with this just to see if you like it and make some things, and then you can step up to this. And this is still like a greenhorn forge compared to a lot of places, but I'm satisfied with it. I have a lot of fun out here, and I've made a good bit of money out here too. But it's a good way to get started. $100, guys. If you guys four-wheelers driving by. Anyway, I appreciate all the support. Give me a like and a follow if it was worth it. Any questions, feel free to ask. Like I said, if my subscribers are slowly going up, which is cool. But hey, y'all do some smithing, man. Let me know. Later.